testing my camera to see the noise level, the background level, to see how it works. I am on my way to Topeka, Kansas for an event regarding foster care parents. That is called Brave something, I can't remember. But I do not like these glasses on me, first of all. Alright, that's a lot better. Okay, so I'm attending this event in Topeka, Kansas. I think it's called Brave. I wish I could remember the name. But it is an event that is for foster parents out of Kansas. The good thing is they pay you $200 to attend the event. They feed you, and you sit there and listen and hopefully get something out of it. That's might be beyond what I could think. I really hope I get something out of it, because if I'm gonna go to something, I get the food, I get the money, but at least let me get something out of sitting there for 8 hours or however many hours I'm going to be sitting there. But I'm also testing to see. I have a 2004 Honda CR-V, very loud, not very new car, loud, and I'm just trying to see if I record in my car the background noise. I got an iPhone 16 Max Pro, so I just really want to know how it works and just test it out a little bit. I'm a new YouTuber, a new TikToker, or whatever we are. That's who I am, and I want to bring my message. I want to bring my self to the table, and what I can bring to the table is being a single female, a single female, 55 years old, so over 40. We'll say over 40. It's harder dating. It's a lot harder. We're setting our ways. Men are setting their ways. In reality, when we're looking for a partner, honestly, we don't accept that we have aged. So when we're looking for a partner, it's hard to accept that he has aged. When we're in a different zone now, we need to look for things that we did not look for long ago. We need to look for things a little bit different. Things such as, we're not going to find a bodybuilder. And if we do, you got to kind of question that. Unless you're a bodybuilder too, and you guys are both bodybuilders at age 55 or over, then that works. But your average 55 and older woman, we'll say 50 and over woman and man, we're not bodybuilders. We don't have bodies like we used to. We communicate different. Our communication is so different, and the relationships are different. We're not full of games. We're stable. We have our ways. We're set in our ways, because once you reach a certain age, that thing that you struggled with a long time ago, you're set. You don't struggle with those. You've already accomplished those. You've already gone a different style. Now there are different things you need to accomplish. Now the biggest thing in a relationship if you're going into a relationship, you need to figure out how to adjust your life to that person's life. As far as what he's set into and what you have set into. For example, my bed has been my bed for a long time and only my bed. My TV has been my TV for a long time and my TV. Me not cooking a meal every day has been that way. But when you're a woman, I'm not gonna lie about this, when you're a woman and you are over 50 years old, that man is used to the old ways. Now if he wanted a young woman, then yeah, you don't cook. These young women don't cook for their man. Oh my gosh, they're kind of lucky. But the point is, and men accept that. But in an older man, it's a little bit different. He kind of expects a meal out of you. Lunch, dinner, breakfast. It doesn't have to be perfection, but it sure can't be for dinner a bowl of cereal, for lunch a bowl of cereal, for breakfast maybe for breakfast a bowl of cereal, but it better be nutritious. It better be with a cup of coffee or some orange juice or some kind of meat, just something a little bit different. Relationships, in age 55, you're not going to be money. Women's body goes through different things. Men, I think they are still a little bit more active than women, but that is something that a male will have to adjust to. That you're not going to be, it's just not in you after a certain age. I mean, some women, yes. Some women, yes. I actually know women that are over 50 who could probably every 4 hours. But the average over 50-year-old woman does not. Now, the 40s up to 50, you probably still want to have a little bit more. You still got that spunk in you. But careers-wise, you're working. So you cannot do everything that you used to do. When you're a single woman, you're working and you're paying your own bills and you're spending your money the way you want to spend it, that you want to spend your money. Well, you're not used to somebody telling you how to spend your money. And same with the single male that is over 50. You're not used to somebody telling you how to spend your money. I don't even think even if you're younger, someone telling you how to spend your money at this day and time. But it is so much different, so many different things people have to work on in a relationship being older. And that is just some of the simple things. There's so much more harder things. I consider myself an IARBs. That's in a relationship but single. That means I am still focused on my life, the things I do, my relationship with God, but I'm not in a relationship with another person at this time. One thing about me, I am single and I am 55, but I have to take care of my grandbabies, a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. I have full custody of them, taking care of them. So it's not like I can live as a 55-year-old and do things that a 55-year-old should be doing. That makes it harder for me to date an older man because his children are out. They're gone. They're grown. They're probably taking care of him, bringing him things, pampering to him. So for me, that makes that a little bit harder also. And And so I have to, look at different things like that. There's so many different things that I will be discussing as far as being an IARBs. As far as being an IARBs or an IARCer. An IARCer is you're in a relationship, you're in a committed relationship, but you're not married. Taken means you're married, you're done. There's no looking for a relationship with anybody because you are taken. You're married. You're committed. Ooh, that was a pothole. So taken, you're married, you're committed. There's nobody else. That's the end. Okay? If you call yourself taken and you're not married, you're not taken. You're not taken. You're in a relationship. You're an IARCer. In a relationship, in a committed relationship, but you are not taken. If you want to be taken, you better ask that man for a ring. Well, don't even ask him. You want to hint around. If he ain't got that hint, then I don't know what to tell you. But the point is, some of y'all have been in a relationship long enough. But I just wanted to bring that to the table. I hope everybody is in a good spirit today. And it is what it is. It is what it is. We either or we won't. And another thing I wanted to say also about being an IARBs is you don't care if you're in a relationship or not. You get lonely sometimes. Sometimes we have needs. But in reality, we really don't need to be in a relationship. It's okay. We don't need somebody to pay our bills because we've been used to paying our own bills. We don't need somebody in our bed every day. I won't even go into details on that. But, but it's nice to be involved in a relationship with somebody. But it's harder. So much harder to date at 55 and to find committed relationships. Oh well, we'll end with that. I'm out.